Hi!
Hello!
Welcome to the Lost Birds Knitting Podcast. I am Allison, also known as Lost Birds on Ravelry. I am Lost Birds Fiber on Instagram.
I'm Danielle, also known as Bright D on Ravelry and Lady D Bright on Instagram. And today is September 21st, 2014. I got that right?
Yeah. 21st.
Yeah.
Well, actually, wait.
I believe so.
Yes, it is. You're right. Sorry.
If you hear some noise, I am spinning, so you'll hear a little bit of that.
Yay.
Yay!
Yeah, and also, I just want to say this now. We are going to have some special footage at the end of this video, so stick around to the end or just fast forward to there. And we'll talk about it a little bit more here in a minute.
Definitely.
But for now,
what am I working on?
Do you want me to go first since you're spinning?
No, I can work.
Okay, alright.
So that way I have given everybody a fair warning that I'm spinning, so if you hear noise, that's what it is. Alright, so I am currently spinning this wonderful fiber from Spun Right Round. Just double checking real quick, like, yes, Spun Right Round. And it's the Panda blend, so 60-30-10, 60 wool, 30 bamboo, and 10 silk. And it's her Fireball colorway. And that's about accurate right there. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that is pretty accurate.
But so yeah, and it's like I want a pillowcase made out of this.
Soft.
Yes. Super soft.
Well, of course I love anything with silk, but then the bamboo adds a nice sheen as well. Drape, I'm sure. So
I'm hoping that will be like maybe a hitchhiker or something like that later on. And unfortunately this week I haven't had a whole lot of knitting mojo. It's just been one of those weeks, unfortunately. And I am currently working on a pair of socks for myself in the Sock Bunny fibers. The dyer of this also does the Sock Bunny Knit and Fit podcast. And I got this about a year ago, but this is called It's Fall, y'all. And also, that is pretty accurate. I love it.
We've been working on our color accuracy with the video here, so.
And I think Allison nailed it.
I think we did pretty good this time.
Okay, so that's what I have right now, and that's in the blueberry waffle pattern. And wow, you can really see the join in my. Anyways, but I'm still debating on how much I like the pattern, but then again, I am kind of like partial to some just normal stockinette socks, so
yeah,
trying to get out of my normal comfort zone, right? But yeah, that's all I have that I've worked on this week. Oh, I'm sorry, I guess not. This is my finally finished bobbin. I was of my last singles. I'm trying for a worsted weight 3-ply of a fleece that I am currently processing. So there's that. There we go. And I realized on Saturday when I was planning on doing some plying, that one of my bobbins were about 5 grams short, so I had to add real quick a little bit of fiber to it. So there's that.
Okay.
How about you? What's your flight plan?
Okay. Well, I'll show this one first. So, I just have a couple works in progress. This is my Bunny Hugs hat. It's a baby hat and little baby ear flap hat. And so the hat is all knitted. It's got this I-cord edging. I haven't done anything with these tails yet because I'm going to be putting little pom-poms on the ends, and then I think I'm going to put a pom-pom on top too, even though the pattern doesn't call for it. I think it would be cute. So, yeah, I'm done knitting that except for the pom-poms, and then I'll block it and everything too. So that's almost done. And then I have also been working on this baby sweater. This is the baby Pichu sweater, and it's just a Barocco. Barocco? I think it's a Barocco pattern. Sorry, let me get the picture.
So I was kind of web surfing your Pichu pattern.
Uh-huh.
And apparently Pichu is also a Pokemon.
I thought it sounded a little bit Pokemon-ish, but I don't know anything about Pokemon, so I just thought it was a cute sweater.
It's the pre-evolutionary stage of Pikachu.
Okay, well, I wonder, it doesn't say that it is, like, Pikachu has anything to do with Pikachu. It doesn't really look like it has anything to do with Pikachu, but...
I'm showing my nerd colors.
So anyway, last week I showed you I had just a little bit done, and then I was gonna rip it out because it was just too big, and uh-oh, it's not in my bag.
What's that?
Well, I finished the back. I ripped out, so what I showed you last week was like the ribbing edge and I don't know, a couple inches or something of the back panel. This is all done in like panels, and it has to be sewn together. Well, so I ripped it out and started over again on smaller needles, and I actually am doing a smaller size too. So, anyway, I finished the back panel, but I think I know where it is. But it's not in my bag, so I'm gonna have to go hunt that down. But this is gonna be one of the front. This is the front left panel, I think. It says left front, yeah. So I've just done the ribbing and another few inches, and yeah, I'm starting the neck shaping right now. So
very cool.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you have any off course?
I did, yes.
I say I didn't have enough to do this week in order to have off course.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that I'll just, oh man, I'm covered in cat hair, I just realized. Anyways, well, I'll just, spoiler alert, we went, Saturday we went and spun in public for spin in public, worldwide spin in public day.
Yeah. We'll talk about that too during the bird's eye view.
But it was a little bit windy yesterday, and I had my wool kind of fly across the area there. Yeah. So I had to pick out a little bit of veggie matter, but no harm, no foul. Yeah, it happens. So my off course has to do with this hat. And I said I'm going to make pom-poms for it, Well, I don't make a lot of pom-poms. I mean, I have very few occasions where a pom-pom is called for in the things that I knit anyway, or have knit so far. Or you put you choose to put a pom-pom in.
Yeah, and so in the past, the past few pom-poms that I've ever done, I've done little tiny ones using the fork method. It's where you do a little figure eight around a fork and tie it in the middle, and then you just cut up the sides of it kind of makes a bow, and then you just cut the sides.
I've never heard of that. That's brilliant.
It's really simple, and it makes it's a really small pom-pom. and I used it for the top of, again, it was for baby hats, so I used it for like, it was like the cherry on the top of this little cupcake hat. So there was that. Cute. Yeah, but I do have these, and I have made like bigger pom-poms too, but I've always used like the cardboard cutout in the shape of a C, you know, like the ghetto pom-pom one. Yeah. But I do have these pom-pom makers. These are Clover pom-pom makers, and they come in like, it came in a set of 4 sizes. So this is the smallest one. This is the next size up, and there's 2 larger sizes as well. And so I went to start making the pom-poms for my hat, and I realized, like, I have no idea how to make a pom-pom with this thing. It's way too complicated or something. I mean, obviously I can look it up and I'll figure it out. There are directions on, like, the package, but they're in Japanese. I got them here in Japan. And they're pictures and they sort of explain it. But, you know, honestly, I haven't spent the time. But so, anyway, they, like, come apart, and there's these things that, you know, move apart, and I started wrapping the yarn around like 2 at a time on this one, but then I don't know where to go from there, like if I'm supposed to, I don't know, I'm just very confused, and this like overcomplicates pom-pom making for me. So I'm sure they're not difficult. I just haven't looked up how to use them. But anyway, so that was my fail, thinking that I could just like.
I was gonna say, I think you actually have to cut it. But then again, I haven't made pom-poms either. Yeah,
you do have to cut it. I mean, I know. I understand the general idea. Like, I'm assuming that, so you're wrapping the yarn, like I've done on these. You wrap the yarn around and then...
around this edge.
Yeah, but see...
and then, I'm assuming you cut it, and then start...
You do, you cut it, but... so, and then, even before that, I think you're supposed to wrap the yarn, like, inside and then wrap around that so that you can tie it.
Oh, yeah. Or do you...
But also, it's like, I don't understand where to go from here. So I wrapped it around one side, and then what do I do? Do I wrap it, do I just go like this? You know?
Oh, you know what? I bet,
I don't really understand.
When you have all of that tied, then you just go around the middle of it.
Cutting it, you mean?
No, well, you wrap around the middle of it.
First, though. You would have to wrap it around first so that when you pull this tight, it's holding all of these because you're going to be cutting.
Right, that's right. Oh, you probably got it, yeah.
I mean, I obviously understand, like, the construction of a pom-pom, but I'm just not sure how I'm supposed to make it work with, like, this thing. I don't know.
I don't know. I just want to play with these now.
I'll look it up. I mean, feel free if you guys know how to use these Clover pom-pom makers. You know, educate me. But either way, I'm confident I'll figure it out. I was just surprised that I couldn't figure it out, because usually I can figure things like that out just fine. And I'm sure once I see how it works, I'll feel really dumb. Anyway, that was my fail for the week. Yeah. So now we're into our bird's eye view. And since we've already alluded to it, we might as well talk about Spin in Public Day.
Yeah.
So
I provided a spoiler.
Yeah. So today, actually, yesterday in the States. Wait.
Was it supposed to be the 20th?
Actually, no, I don't know. Was it the 20th or the 21st? Now I'm confused because of the... No, I think it was the 21st. I think originally I thought it was Friday, which is the 20th, but it was actually Saturday. anyway, Worldwide Spin in Public was this Saturday. I think the 20th.
Okay.
20th, yes. And that was yesterday for us in the States, but it's today that was yesterday for us here in Japan. But it's today for people who are in the States. So, anyway, we both took our wheels to American Village, and there's a Starbucks right on the corner, and it was a good place for us to sit outside, so we weren't like inside the coffee shop disrupting traffic or anything like that. And it was outside in like a very busy intersection, so people were walking by, and that was kind of the idea, is that, you know, you're spinning in public to kind of bring awareness to the craft. You know, a lot of people don't realize that that's how yarn is made, or, you know, the only time they've ever heard of a spinning wheel is from like Sleeping Beauty or something. You know, they've never even actually seen one. So
or say they're expecting it to be the giant traditional.
or they're expecting some different kind of spinning wheel. So actually, it was funny. There was this group of boys that walked by, and one of them was just like, so 3 of them just walked inside and got their coffee, and one of them, he was standing there literally like jaw dropped.
Yeah, his jaw on the floor.
And he was like,
my mind is blown.
You guys are blowing my mind right now. And so it was kind of cool. And we did, like, a lot of people stopped and looked, and some people, you know, were brave enough to say something. Some of them just kind of smiled and walked on. And, you know, there's a little bit of a language barrier too. But we tried. We made an effort, and we learned some new words.
Yeah.
Ito is spin. Well, that's the only one I remember now.
Oh, what's knitting?
Well, knitting is amimono, and yarn is keito. So I already knew those ones.
Okay. So
Ito is spin.
But it sounds kind of like yarn.
Ito? Oh, keito is
Yeah.
yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, sort of. And it's I think there didn't somebody tell us the name of a spinning wheel, but I didn't, because Ito is just spin, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like the action.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Don't trust my I'm
gonna say I got nothing.
My Japanese spinning grammar or anything. But yeah, in general, there was like interest, and it was really fun. I've never spun in public with my wheel like that, so just in a random place, and yeah, we had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
You have anything to add? You want your take on it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had some people who want to take pictures with us, and
yeah.
Then it was super beneficial to have your husband there, who speaks a little bit more.
Yeah.
And he was able to explain just a little bit more. And then but yeah, it was, for the most part, it was a super nice day. We got rained out at the end, but other than that,
yeah,
it was a lot of fun. But do you want to go ahead and start on the rest of your week?
Yeah, so the rest of the week, my husband's actually taken some time off work, so that's why he was able to, well, no, I guess it was Saturday. He could have been there anyway, most likely, but anyway, we have been doing a lot of things this week since he's been off, and he has been training a lot for this 100K race that he's doing in January, but he's also been swimming, and we've been going to the pool together and swimming, so he's been going with me and swimming, and so we did that a couple days this week, and I have a nice, I don't know if it comes across in the video, but I have a nice, like, tan line from my swim cap. Right, sorry about that. We had to stop for a minute to deal with the screensaver. So anyway, yeah, so we went swimming this week. We, what else do we do? Well, today we actually went to a beach. Well, actually, we went to American Village on our own one day too, and walked around, and it was so hot. But today we went to a beach, and it's kind of, I don't know the Japanese name of it. I don't know if it has a name. It's kind of like just a random beach. It's not. It's a little bit secluded, and you drive out on this gravel road to get to it. But it's known by many as Sea Glass Beach, and it's because it's covered in sea glass. And so we went there today. It's like maybe an hour drive, maybe not quite that long, 45 minutes north of where I live. And I came home with a whole bucket load of sea glass, and it's really cool stuff too, like big pieces and the bottom, like whole bottoms of bottles, and like these pieces of glass that now look like rocks, like glass rocks, and I don't know how they got that way, or where they came from. And I found a whole bottle, actually. It's like a little perfume bottle, and it was all
scraped up.
Yeah, sanded from the sea. And there's you find some like pottery pieces too, so it was fun. It was very cool, but again, it was really hot. I'm just waiting for it to cool down here. It's gonna be so pleasant, because even though it's the end of September,
it's still in the high.
It's gotta still be in the 90s some days at least.
High 80s.
I feel like the humidity is maybe a little bit better, but it's still really hot. And just when you think it's cooling down, like the next day will be brutal. So anyway, so that's what we did. It was really fun, and I think that's all I've got.
Cool.
How about you?
Well, have you ever had one of those weeks where you just feel like you can't arrive on time to anything?
Yeah.
That was kind of my week.
Oh, no.
Like, luckily, I arrived on time to work, and that sort of stuff. But it just seemed like I was a firefighter this week. Like, I kept having to put out fires.
Oh, no.
My new employees started on Monday, and I had a couple of days actually, where teller cash boxes were off. So it's like trying to figure out an entire day's worth of transactions.
So where the late night.
Yeah, exactly. Where the mistakes were and all that other stuff. But
too bad.
It's all learning. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
But, live, let live, move forward. And let's see here. I had my second dog pound day on Tuesday, which was really good. On Tuesdays we have it outdoors. So the courts are different and whatever else. So one of the things that they do for assessment is having you try to balance on one foot for 30 seconds. Problem is the basketball court where you practice on is laid at a slope, so they could, so the water could run off. There's engineering behind that, right? And which makes total sense. However, at the same time, when you're trying to balance on one foot and you're on a slope, it makes it a little bit difficult when you're standing on wheels.
Yeah. Can you stand like perpendicular to the slope?
Yeah, that's what we were trying to do, is find the spot where, you could actually stand still and be okay. And it was a little bit difficult. I think it was actually at dead center of the court, because it was like, so like, if you think of, a normal basketball court, it's a rectangular edge. So you have two corners going diagonally this way that are higher than the two corners going diagonally this way. So not only is it sloped in one direction, it's sloped in two directions.
I see.
So it was a little bit difficult, but that's okay. And then Saturday we had the Spin in Public Day, which was awesome. Trying to think of. I would say the husband and I have been watching Clone Wars. I'm showing my nerd colors again.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
Star Wars Clone Wars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so it's an animation, but I think there's like 6 seasons or something like that. Okay. And so we've been watching that for gearing up for episode 7. Yeah, where I'm showing my geeky colors. Anyways, or nerd colors, excuse me. And I thoroughly enjoy the Clone Wars animation compared to episodes 1 through 3, where they focus on Anakin Skywalker, who is Darth Vader. Spoiler alert, if you don't know that by now, seriously. Anyways, I don't know, it just bothers me. I don't know if anybody else shares this opinion. Let us know on the boards. But episodes 1 through 3 in Star Wars, it kind of makes me think of Anakin Skywalker as like this whiny person. Like, I don't think of him as Darth Vader. I think of him as a spoiled child. Just whiny.
The movies or the episode?
The movies, sorry. But Star Wars The Clone Wars actually helps that out, and like it actually portrays him as a Jedi general. So I am thoroughly enjoying it that way. So that way I can, be all good for episode 7. But anyways, side tangent, coming back. Today I had my 3rd dog pound practice, and it went pretty well. I don't know if anybody's ever experienced this, but I have a tendency, if I get yelled at enough, I either will haul off and be violent towards somebody, or just break down and cry. The latter is majority of the time more socially acceptable. So I just kept screwing up, and when I was falling, you're not supposed to fall with your fingers outstretched, because even though that's like your natural human reaction. However, if you are on a derby track and there is, anywhere between 6 and 7 other players on the track who are all on wheels as well, is going to crush your fingers. And so you're trying to learn how to fall with keeping your fists closed, or keeping your fingers tucked in or outstretched and up like this. So yeah, there's that.
So, well, okay, you're wearing gloves or something then, or?
I have wrist guards, yeah.
Wrist guards.
Mm-hmm. So it covers. Sorry, trying to put this away real quick.
Still, I think that'd be hard on your knuckles or something.
Well, when you're falling, you're supposed to be falling kind of like this, where because there's this panel of extremely hard plastic right here.
Gotcha.
That is supposed to catch most of your weight and provide that, you know, cushion, but at the same time the resistance against the floor.
I gotcha.
And it's just like with, if you see an elbow pad or a knee pad, it has that plastic shield on the front of it.
Right.
So that way it absorbs the impact and spreads the impact over the entire knee pad or elbow pad versus just on like your bone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But anyways, so yeah, I was we were practicing falling, and I kept touching the floor with my fingertips, and so, don't touch the floor. I'm like, I'm going to freak out on somebody.
Well, it's probably good, like, if you get angry.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah, that's true, that's
for
true.
roller derby purposes.
But yeah, there's that. And that was kind of my week of late work nights and not wanting to cook and Star Wars Clone Wars. But anyways, do you have any bird calls? Or did we have any questions?
I think I've done this wrong.
Uh-oh.
It's alright. I did not see any questions this week.
Yeah, but then again, I haven't posted the episode yet. Or it's trying to post. It's been running for...
Yeah,
couple,
and
I think anywhere between 18 and 20 hours.
Yeah, and I'm behind on the show notes as well, so I apologize. But I will get to that soon. Yeah, so no questions. I do have one bird call, actually, and it's to one of our viewers. And she is Mama Grizzly Knits.
Yes!
Because she's a newer member, I think, and she posted on I'm following her on Instagram, and if you follow me, I will follow you back. Usually, though, I check to see if like you have something knitting related in your profile, just so I'm not
a creeper.
Yeah, or just so I know that you're...
Where are you coming from?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
So anyway, Mama Grizzly Knits, and I saw that she was a member of our group too, so I already knew her name when she followed me on Instagram, so then I followed her back, and I saw that she posted a picture, and she said, "We're about to watch Food Inc." Yeah, because she had seen us talk about it, and so I thought that was really cool that she went out and watched it.
Yeah.
Because it is a really good documentary, and it will certainly change the way you shop at the grocery store. And if you're trying to eat healthier, it's a very good motivation. So she posted that, and she said that she was trying to, I think she also said she was trying to cut out some like added sugars, refined sugars in her diet. So bird call to Mama Grizzly Bear. Good luck. I'm sure that you can do it, and good job for making the effort, because I'm trying to do the same thing, and it can be hard, but I'm doing fairly well. So anyway, I'm right there with you. So that's my bird call.
I have a bird call as well, but it's on the other end of the spoon spectrum.
No! Yeah, that's right.
I finally got candy corn in at the PX and at the commissary. It's not something that we get often, and I love candy corn. It just, I don't know. I love fall in general.
I like candy corn too. I like sweets in general. And you know what? I'm never gonna be able to cut it out completely. We don't live in that kind of world, and I don't want to. I want to have a treat once in a while, but I think the point is getting into habits where it's not like you have to have a piece of chocolate every day or something like that. You have it because it's a special occasion, or it's a holiday or something.
Or having something sweet after every meal. For a while, I was having that problem. So I had to cut back some. So.
Me too. And I am like a huge chocolate fan. Don't get me wrong. I love chocolate. But surprisingly, since I've been really trying to change my eating habits, I've been trying to, what we've been doing is really trying to cut out a lot of processed foods. So, besides like some bread or like pasta, I'm trying to use all whole foods. So, fruits and vegetables and, making it myself rather than buying it in like a heat in the microwave or heat in the oven package, which is really tempting because it's so easy. And when you have like kids and you're busy, it's so easy to buy like a box of something that just like heat up on the stove really quick, but you can't control what's in that, and really it's not that much more difficult to make it yourself, I don't think so.
And that's actually something that I'm trying to remember where I saw it. But they call, like, the person who is a nutritionist, I'm trying to remember the show that I was watching. I'll look it up and I'll ask Allison to put it in the show notes. But they're seeing the things that you heat up on the stove, real quick, like, as emergency meals. As, I had to work late, the kids, I have like an hour and a half before bed and they still have homework to do. I need to be able to help them. So this is your emergency meal versus something that you would prepare every day.
Yeah. But even then, like, how hard really is homemade macaroni and cheese versus what comes in a box? It's still heat on the stove. It's still just add things to the pasta. If you're going to go that route. So,
though admittedly, I personally cannot have dairy. But I can't. So I, every once in a while would make homemade macaroni and cheese for my husband.
Mm-hmm.
But this last time that I made homemade macaroni and cheese for him, he asked me to stop making it because it did not taste like the box.
Yeah. That's part of the problem is like we've become accustomed to that taste.
Yeah.
And I think my original point was that since I've been cooking, everything myself and really making an effort to not use stuff that comes in a box, basically, or even canned stuff. I'm trying to use fresh ingredients as much as possible. And really, you become accustomed to that, like, fairly quickly, and you don't crave so I'm a huge chocolate addict and I haven't been craving chocolate, which is amazing. So I don't know, can't say it'll be the same for everyone, but for me it's good. It's been good change. So anyway.
Awesome.
Did you get anything in the mail this week?
I totally did. So mail call. I got myself some Vesper sock yarn. Vesper sock yarn from Knitterly Things is the shop, and it's knitterlythings.com. And it's self-striping, 100% superwash merino. I'm sorry, I have my arm in my face. I'm just, apparently so excited and allowing Luna to get comfortable. So this one is called Witchy Woman. Pretty excited about it. The blue is actually purple. So it's purple, black, and like bright neon green. And I would love to cast this on as immediately as possible.
Well, we're getting close to Halloween. You
right?
Should probably
get that knocked out.
Soon, yeah.
So I can wear them.
Yay. Excited. That's a very cool colorway.
And I also got my elbow pads and sorry, clapping. I also got my elbow pads in the mail, so I have completed the roller derby ensemble.
Yeah, I did get some things in the mail, but they're not cool, exciting knitting related things, so I'm not even gonna talk about them. So yeah, I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
So we will see you guys again next week. And you can find the show notes eventually at lostbirdsfiber.com. Please join the Ravelry group. We would love to have you. And again, stick around after this. We'll have a little bit of footage from our Spin in Public Day, and I think I have a couple little videos from when I went to American Village with my family. So, yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Thank you. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
Oh, it's fine. Okay.
Worldwide Spin in Public Day. So here we are spinning in public at American Village. Yay! And we've had a few questions. People are definitely very curious, so it's good. It's fun to inform people, and
we learned that spinning in Japanese is
ito. Somebody tell us ito. Yeah, ito. And keito is yarn. Amimono is knitting. Amimono. And what else?
Yeah, a lot of people are interested. I took some pictures with these people.
Oh, you put that
because
in the
they
camera?
wanted to commemorate the moment.
Yeah, yes. One lady wanted to get a picture with Danielle was spinning, and we're sitting outside. This is a really busy
Intersection.
Yeah, it's a busy intersection, and it's like a touristy area, and lots of people walking by. It's the weekend, and so yeah, there are a lot of people that are walking by and seeing it. We're at a Starbucks actually, just sitting outside on their little patio
Area.
Yeah, and so the Starbucks girls were all interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having fun, and it's a beautiful day.
Thanks. Bye.
Oh,
Colin, do you mind shutting me off?
American Village. It's lots of shops and restaurants, and not all that American, really. There's a movie theater, though, that plays American movies. We're inside a Japanese arcade. It's really loud in here. That's my favorite game right ahead. It's a taiko drum game.